this so far, as of right now, I'm for the Netflix and MAPPA. All right. Now, again, that's one part I've said, like, I didn't think I would say. I'm for it being seen on a more global standpoint, not standards standpoint, meaning more eyeballs watching. I want to make that clear. More people are going to be able to see it. I like the potential of having an increased budget, maybe work staff. I like that. There are a lot of cons to what I'm going to be stating after that, but those are my main pros so far that I've listed for Netflix joining MAPPA. Now, the hypocritical part right here that goes against this is that I believe anime should not be censored around anything that the artist has not dictated. That the person who wrote the manga, if they had it as this, you should not censor it.
Yep.
You should leave it as, like we just said, you should stick to the source material 100%. Now, are there room for, and there's a big discussion, debate, talking about anime originals. Because, sometimes maybe the ending might not be how you want it and you need to do anime original. That's up for debate.
Well, we also did say the caveat.
Very hypocritical at the same time saying that.
We did say the caveat one time that, like, if a specific show is really graphic in some way, that it's fine or acceptable or even helpful if there is an option to view it in a censored version, right?
Yes.
Like, say, what's an anime that's incredibly graphic that's new and popular?
I mean, you could take, say, you want to talk about Hell's Paradise, or you want to talk about Jujutsu Kaisen, anything that has just a lot of violence. If you want to go with ecchi, you have Chain Soldier. You have currently
and if
releasing
there wants to be a version produced that this is the censored version that isn't as gory, and that
as
option,
revealing.
Yeah,
yes,
that option is there, and that's the thing. The option, like not
like
taking
that.
away
the
viewer's option to watch it how they want. Hey, you can watch the original way, or you can watch the censored version that's more, age appropriate.
Anime should be watched the way you want to watch. Like I said, anime should not be censored unless they're like, to make it exactly how I want to say it, make it better. The anime should be made exactly as the manga is, depending on anime original, depending on the manga, how they want that, if they're in it involved. The anime should be made as the manga is written. There can be two versions, though. There can be a uncensored version, which I believe there should always be an uncensored version, and there should be a censored version, depending on the age range or what's shown.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing, though. As long as it is legal. As long as it's legal. That's all I care about when it comes to anime. You should watch anime the way you want, what you want, as long as it's legal. For me, you know what I like to watch? As long as it's legal.
Yeah.
I know what you like to watch, as long as it's legal. That's all that matters. Anime is for anyone. You can watch whatever you want. I'm not going to judge you. Well, I'm not going to try to judge you on what you watch. It's just, it's more like, even Will, I'm saying, hey, you watch some romance anime. This man's like, nah, I'm good.
We texted each other about that. Was it today or yesterday? I was like,
I woke up to this morning with it. Yeah. I mean, watch what you want to watch.
He was like, come on, give romance a chance. I was like, no, bro, it looks boring. Like,
no. Yeah. But that's fine. That's fine. You should watch what you want to watch, because guess what? Anime is for everyone.
Yeah.
And like I said, anime has been so beaten up throughout the years and all. We don't need to be bashing each other on what we watch. We don't need to be bashing each other on what we decide to like and all that. Watch what you want to watch. Enjoy what you want to watch. It's anime.
But crazy,
as long as it's done the right way.
Yeah.
Now, legal, if you're taking the pirate life, we can talk on that. But I'm talking about legal as in a age that specifically. I'm about to bring down the hammer when it comes to the bad side of MAPPA and Netflix, because what is the one thing I think I've talked about multiple times with you? What is the one thing I always tell you that I do not like about Netflix and anime? Do you remember that?
That they release everything episodically, one at a time. You can't binge it.
Okay.
Wait, no. They hold it. Hold it so they can release it all at once.
Oh, yes, that buttering was worth the wait.
That. So instead of releasing episode 1 and then next week is episode 2, they'll just wait 12 weeks and then put it all out at once. Yes, that's super annoying. Either release it all at once on the release day or release it week by week.
Netflix jail. Everyone has heard of it. Everyone knows it. It is the most annoying thing, because for me, I am a big binger. When an anime comes out, I used to. I said, I've changed. All right, I've seen the light, guys. I've changed. I'm a new man. When it comes to this, I like binging an anime that is all out, Even if it was just releasing, I would wait till it all came out so I could binge it all at once. I've
It's fun.
changed now.
Yeah.
I enjoy actually when it's releasing weekly to weekly versus all at once. Now, watching, binging a show every once in a while is good. It gets my little kicks, gets my little fix for the week. But I prefer watching it week by week because it gives me something to talk about. It gives me something to look forward to.
It's I get school, dude.
I get experience with everyone. Exactly, old school. I get experience with everybody.
Back when we didn't have streaming and your favorite show came on Thursday at 7:30 and you watched it and it didn't, the next episode didn't come on until next Thursday at 7:30. What did you do all week? You thought about it. You thought, man, why did this happen? Maybe
you would plan your schedule around like I'm gonna get my homework done around this time and I'll eat dinner, do all this stuff, and then boom.
You're thinking on it, you're ruminating on it, you're theorizing on it that whole week until the next episode comes out. So there's a lot of value in being able to binge something and really just get it all at once.
Enjoy it, yeah.
But there's a lot of value in like, man, this last episode of freaking whatever show you're watching. So let's just, for example, this last episode of playing death games to put food on the table. They're still in the middle of this second game that they're in, and here's how things ended. Is that character dead? Is she not? Like, what's going to happen? Why are things happening the way that they are? And like, I'll be thinking about that all week until the next episode comes out, right? That you don't get that specific experience of really spending that time digesting the story. If you binge it. I'm not saying binging is bad. Binging is fun. But also like when something's new, having the ability to do it that way is cool. And I've also realized when you watch something week by week, so I've realized this with My Hero Academia. When you watch, so like specifically season 7, when you watch it week by week, so it comes out next week, then you watch it. And then when I went back and watched it again and binged through season 7, I was like, oh, you pick up on things differently when you're able to watch it like that. It's a different experience.
I'll give you an example where I experienced that situation of, watching an episode and you just couldn't wait for the next episode. Got you, Akira. I'm pretty sure the episode was episode 13. It was the Amma episode. And then it just hits you. You want to know what happened to Amma. What happened to Amma? I thought they did a great job of making you like wait to find out what happened to Amma. I thought it was great. But that right there, it made me anticipate the next episode. I was waiting. I was counting down the days. The episode was like, I was almost at the point where I had to go look at the manga just to figure out, because I was like, I was itching.
Yeah.
But Netflix has been very well known not to do that. They like to hold animes. Example, Fragrant Flowers Bloom to Dignity. I've talked a lot on how much I hated how Netflix handled it. I had talked a lot about how much I hated the dub. I said it's not because the dub voice acting was terrible. I thought the casting of who should be who was not done correctly.
That's not on Netflix, though, to be fair.
No, that's not on Netflix. That's me stating that. That's just the two things. Because where I'm getting at on this is that I believe that's the reason why Fragrant Flowers isn't seen as good of a romance anime as I believe it is. Because when the first episode came out, you could go nowhere on your phone. Everyone was talking about it. Nowhere you went, you couldn't see Fragrant Flowers, or at least a clip or something like that. Because they released episode 1 on Netflix and then Ghost.
Yeah.
You didn't get it till episode 12 came out, and they got the rest of them, and then the dub came out.
They've done that so many times, and it's like
so bad. All the hype was gone, and then the dub comes out, and then it just sank it. For me, for some reason, and this is what we can get on the global standard. For some reason, the sub specifically, the way they do and the way they talk makes more sense in the sub version, in the Japanese version, than it does in the dub.
Oh, sure.
So it might not be as seen for you who watch the dub. It's like, okay, it's a dub, it's a romance anime. What's so important about it? If you watch a sub and you understand how they talk, how they act, it makes sense. That's why I think it's one of the best out there. But I'm worried about Netflix doing that with all animes when it comes to MAPPA now. Because they've been working for MAPPA for a while.
Yeah.
If you go on Netflix right now, you type in MAPPA, there's a section of all the animes that they've worked together.
Yeah. That would be really annoying. Imagine they get their hands on something that's like the next Jujutsu Kaisen, and they're like, here's episode 1. It's like, we're going to hold it until...
While it's releasing everywhere else.
But, so they did that with Fragrant Flower, but then they didn't do that with The Summer Hikaru Died. Like, The Summer Hikaru Died came out every week. They didn't do
Did they do that weekly, though?
Yeah, Summer Hikaru Died came out once a week, weekly.
How is that handled?
It was once every week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, do you think it was well received, or do you think...
Yeah,
it was if okay.
I mean, it's an obscure story, so it's not like It's
Was
not
it?
like your typical rom-com or shonen that's going to appeal to a lot of people. I mean,
Mhm.
it's
It's a
yaoi.
BL.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
yaoi horror, like,
Mhm.
right? So it takes like a specific
A very
person,
niche
yeah,
group.
which I'm all for the supernatural stuff. I could care less if it's yaoi or not. Like the
Yeah.
story's great. It's captivating. It's interesting. Like the
I
love
just
story, like it's
the
cool.
hand in the chest just got it for me, bro.
Dude, I was watching that. I was like,
I still,
this is weird.
it makes me want to curl.
I can watch it. I was watching this and I was like, this is
Yeah.
really freaking weird. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest with you.
Yeah. No. Listen, again, the BL yaoi stuff, fine. You can have it. Like I've watched animes that have that, but just think about it right now. It just makes me the hand and the. I can't. Or we gotta skip. I can't talk about it.
It's strange that anime they put out, because that was a really
Weekly.
highly anticipated
Mhm.
one. They put out
Now-
week by week, and then the Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, they didn't. They held it. What like I'm confused.
They
So
did episode 1, and I think they waited till episode 12 to release it. Now I don't know if that's actually factual, but I think that's what it's all. Here's the thing, though. The most popular show on Netflix would be
Solo Love. No.
Wow, Will.
That's Crunchyroll. That's Crunchyroll.
Okay, on Netflix. It just ended recently.
K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh, Will, Stranger Things. Okay.
Oh,
We're just-
Stranger Things. Okay. I didn't realize
that's
we
the
weren't
famous
talking
one.
about animation.
Yes. No.
Stranger
So Stranger Things.
I'm almost
So-
on season 5. Almost on season 5.
Okay, I'm not going to do any spoilers and all that too. Just the fact that it sucks. Here's the thing.
You're entitled to your opinion. Your opinion's wrong, but you're entitled to your opinion.
Will, you poor, beautiful, naive man. Listen, I want you to remember that. And then once you finish the last, was it season 7 or whatever, come talk
If
to
I'll
me.
be mad or not.
Oh yeah, now I'm gonna get a text message from Will, y'all. I'm letting you know right now, everyone here. I'm gonna get a text message from Will, and he's. I can already tell you to say. I can't say it on this because it's not gonna be appropriate. I know what he's gonna say. Just be warned. I'm telling you right now. Here's the thing. The last season, the way they released it was they would do a couple episodes
Yeah.
and then pause, couple episodes, pause, and then I think one final episode and then ended it.
They did that on season 4 too. They did like
Okay.
half,
Really?
and then a final 2-hour last episode of
Okay.
season 4. Yeah.
Handled pretty okay. I mean, they crash the sites, which that's going to happen with anything that's that popular. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. It's just how the show was ending is probably my frustration. I didn't really care for the chunks of episodes that could have been how they wanted to release it. The people who actually own Stranger Things, how they want to release it, they probably just stay on that. That's fine. Now, the fact that you said Summer Hikaru died, said that they did weekly and it was handled well, gives me a little more hope. Might actually dial me back a little bit down because that's probably out of all, the number one I'm worried about with Netflix. Number 2, I'm very worried about Netflix, and you've already mentioned it, my beautiful Will. You said that Netflix has been known to drop animes. Netflix expects results. That's all they care about, results. So if you have an anime that flops, what's going to happen? The thing is, and I don't know if this is like a safe thing to say, but I'm going to say this. This is why we need pirate sites, because a lot of IPs are being gone. Ways that you want to watch animes that are just gone, they're vanished.
Yeah.
You can't find them. They're on illegal sites.
But here's
I
the
hate
thing.
saying that. I don't
If-
want to say that, but
if Netflix
say these
gets
shows
an
are good.
exclusive to a show that MAPPA is producing and then they drop it, there's not the episodes don't exist for it to be on a pirate site.